Well, good afternoon and welcome to today's episode of the Ad Show number 12. And today we're looking at screen magnification software for a PC. And the particular packages that are market leaders in this area is ZoomText and SuperNova. So I'm going to share my screen and you'll be able to see how these packages work. So let's start with ZoomText first. So if I load ZoomText up, you will see it expand the screen right away. And for those who are visually impaired, they have to work through a window of zooming. So you never see the whole page, you see parts of the page. It's beginning now to get larger. And as the screen magnification comes on, it will speak as well.
ZoomText Magnifier Reader, Zoom Level 2.
What is very important is knowing how to switch this off. So
ZoomText 2021 activation. This application contains ZoomText Magnifier Reader, Zoom Level 2. Welcome to ZoomText 2021. We know you're eager to start using ZoomText. To help you get started, below is a list of the most important hotkey commands that every user should know, for descriptions and quick start instructions on ZoomText on/off.
So the caps lock, control and enter key are the ones that switch this on and off. So I'm going to try that. Caps lock, control and enter. There we are. And if I press it again, it will go large. But before that happens, I'm just going to show some of the tools. You can actually have one monitor in this way, or you can have multiple monitors. You can freeze the view, so you can stay in that particular mode. And there are various settings that you can call on board. So the window type that you're trying to magnify, the magnification level, and you have gradations of that magnification level all the way up to 60 if you so wish. But that wouldn't be a great idea. So you can choose to have the window type where you want it docked, where you want this overlay to be put, and the freeze button, which enables a freeze view, which I will not use in this demonstration. Colors, we can have different colored screens. Yellow on black is particularly good for the visually impaired. So how that works is when I click this on, it's going to zoom to a high level. So we can actually open the zoom window and sets it going. So I've got a color. I'm going to set it to yellow on back. I'm going to choose whether I need a normal size pointer or a scheme. So I've got a large yellow one as a result of that. Also, that also changes the cursor to a blue wedge. And the focus bar, which allows me to take parts of the screen, is also set to normal, but I could have it with a red rectangle if I wanted to. So I'm going to leave all of that left and we'll just have a look at ZoomText now as I press Control, Caps Lock and Enter. So
ZoomText activated.
As you can see, this is quite an unusual color scheme that we've got here. And it certainly does alter the way the screen looks and reduces glare.
Navigation.
So I'm looking around the screen. I can move around to the bottom area. But as you can see, most of the colors are removed onto this yellow and black format. So again, I'm going to switch this off and come back to the main area again. Notice that there is speech coming out also. So there are lots of different ways that you can make that work. Now, I may not want such a large magnification. I may just need it to go 1.2. And I particularly just want a normal scheme now and the red area set up. So going to Reader and the voice, I can change that. I can toggle between different voices. For instance, I could add another voice if I wished. So I can have Fiona Scottish if I wish. So I'll install the selected voice in the hope that does the trick and gives us a different voice to go for. Here we go, voice installer. We're still sharing the screens and we're now loading Scottish Fiona. No idea what she's going to sound like, but if I was a Scots person and I was female or even male, I would prefer to have her voice speaking as opposed to Daniel, which is the current selected voice. Voices can be very irritating if you get the wrong intonation. And if you're depending on voice to help you navigate the screen as well, it must be kind of interesting to try that, to actually have different voices. So the verbosity level is how much it tells you about the screen. And the app reader is to do with how the text is arranged out, and you can see it in text view as opposed to the app view. So the text view will give us a different way of working. I'll stick with that view for the moment. So let's now switch this back on again. Go back to ZoomText here, and we'll switch it on, and we'll try and find some different kinds of tools. So
ZoomText activated. ZoomText menu. ZoomText 2020 color.
So we got the magnifier. It's just a little bit more improved. If I go to, say, my browser now, I'll see if I can find something that's not StreamYard.
Address and search bar. Home, Barter, British Assistive Technology.
Picking up this script from here. So I'm now going to the Barter website. And here I'm going to go and tick on this wonderful scheme here, which is
what are the UK's essential assistive products? Take the Barter Who survey.
Some information here about what it is. So I'm just clicking on here and hoping it's going to read that to me. If not, I bring the toolbar back and bring it back to actually have it spoken back to me. So let's have a look at the top of the screen. If it lets me go there. No, it doesn't. Let's go back.
ZoomText magnifier reader, color.
Yeah, let's have the reader.
Zones. App reader. Use text view. App reader.
So this is where some of the problems might occur when you want to basically use it to read text.
Welcome to ZoomText. We know you're eager to start using ZoomText. To help you get started, below is a list of the most important hotkey commands that every user should know. For description, settings.
So what it's doing is changing the text around so it comes into a straightforward text window with no visual graphics at all. So that's quite useful to know. Okay, let's switch off there.
ZoomText magnifier reader. Use app view. Welcome
to know your way around these
we
tools is kind of
start
important.
Using ZoomText to help you.
So again, when I want to switch it off, press Control Caps Lock, and it should take me out of the package and bring me back here. There we go. So that's ZoomText in a small way. Now we're going to look at another package. I'll just close down ZoomText completely, and it should exit ZoomText here. So that's only a brief overview of what ZoomText can do. The other package that's on the market is something called SuperNova. SuperNova from Dolphin Systems does very similar things to what you've seen before. And so it's a matter of which you prefer, which choice, which method you prefer. And both of them are equally good in their own way. So here we are set at 2.
SuperNova magnifier and screen reader loaded. Unlock later, press SuperNova control panel for new notifications. Visual size 1.33. SuperNova control panel, my notif. I'll check them later on. Pressed SuperNova control panel for new view group, fixed window button.
So now I could have a fixed window, and allow myself to move around the screen wherever my mouse pointer goes, which is very similar to the navigation tool that we've seen on
Magnifying glass button.
on Windows 10. But the color scheme, that again,
Enhancements group. Color scheme checked, checkbox unchecked.
so again, we can choose
Enhancements, color scheme, high contrast black on white shortcut H5 of 11. SuperNova control panel for new enhancements group. Color scheme checked, checkbox.
So sometimes color distracts for the visually impaired person.
Unchecked.
What is quite interesting is that
color schemes no selection.
what is quite interesting is some of the color schemes like
Protonopia shortcut piece. Tritonopia shortcut. SuperNova control panel for new notifications. Visual enhancements
feel.
group. Color scheme checked, checkbox.
And although you can't see some of the changes that it's just done, if I go to my browser, it might actually show a little
Taskbar.
bit more.
Start button. Left mouse button.
I'm going to turn off this section of the magnify view.
View menu. Full screen short. SuperNova control panel for new notifications. Visual page. View pull down button.
And you'll see that now I've got a larger area here.
2206 Figate 5P diagram 090420-1 JPG landmark main.
Now, you probably noticed it reading code. That's what it does. It reads code as well. But you can decide to just have it reading whatever you want it to read from the cursor or anywhere.
Dolphin cursor off, no selection menu. Dolphin cursor on page loaded. Heading 5. Barter is pleased to announce that the UK Essential Assistive landmark main.
Okay, so it'll just read what's highlighted there. So we're now, you need to come
Barter is pleased to announce that the UK Essential Assistive landmark main. Dolphin cursor off SuperNova control panel for new notifications. Visual page. View pull down button.
Trouble with screen reading software as well as magnification is you can't talk over
Enhancements,
the top of it.
desk, mouse pointers, scheme, large white selected, list box,
I could choose to have something
pointer
a bit more
image,
standout,
selected, list box, OK button,
but I don't actually like it. So I'm going to change
cancel
that.
pressed, SuperNova control panel for new, desk, mouse pointers, scheme, left mouse button. Pointer image, selected, OK button.
I'm just trying to
Left mouse
find
button.
where I was.
Scheme, large yellow selected, list box. Pointer, left mouse button, OK button.
That's quite
Pressed.
pleasant. So I can leave
SuperNova control panel for new modes group, line view document from cursor. Press escape to exit line view mode. Don't show this message again. Unchecked check. Yes, pressed button. Line view on.
So there's a shortened version of things
Line
that are in
view
line
escape.
view. So all of these things are very, very helpful for understanding.
SuperNova control panel
text
for
that
new
you-
notifications. Visual page. Magnification group. Magnifier checked checkbox. Speech page.
Turn the speech off so I can show you more tools from here. So a document reader will take a document and read it to you in whatever form you wish to have it. And it'll read it
StreamYard.com is
back.
sharing your screen and audio. StreamYard.com is sharing your screen and audio.
So you can select text to have it displayed there. So these tools are extremely powerful to actually work with. And so you might want to choose your particular type of mode. There's even a Braille function. So This has lots more bells and whistles than ZoomText in many ways, but don't discount the other tool. Each of them have their merits and their potential. So I could show you more, but time precludes it all. But needless to say, do go and have a look. And if you're blind or partially sighted, then maybe being able to see the news in this kind of way may help you in the future. So I'm going to entertainment and seeing if that can actually show something. So let's go BBC News, and it just takes me to some articles, and let's choose one of these things. Okay, Rita Ora. So what can we do with Rita Ora? What can this do as we selected the text? So it's basically pulling the text in now, and I can then choose or select the heading that I want to hear spoken, and that would speak back to me wherever it is on here. Of course, I've switched the speech off, but you've got various sort of clues as to why this is working and how this is working. So it's just giving you more bells and whistles to work with. So that's basically SuperNova in a nutshell. And you see the importance of it for somebody who's visually impaired compared to other people who don't require this kind of software. So I'm going to stop sharing and come back to my screen. And yeah, so I want to thank you for watching me today. I hope that was useful and that you've learned a little bit more about the two screen magnification programs. Now, you're going to ask me the costs, and the costs are quite phenomenal. Anything like software like this, it will cost you lots of money because visual impairment is not a cheap option. So for ZoomText, for instance, from Sight and Sound, you can buy it for £450 to £574, depending on the version that you choose. In the States, it's £373, but they generally work through resellers like Sight and Sound. SuperNova, that will bring you back a cool £835 because there's more tools that you've got in the package to enable you to do that. SuperNova is available from Dolphin Systems, ZoomText from Sight and Sound, as well as Freedom Scientific. I hope that helps you, and do tune back in another time. Wonderful to see you all. Goodbye. See you next week for another episode of The At Show.